You know, the coldest, most hypocritical entity, or should I say cult, because that's what it really truly is, has to be religion. I say that to say this, because if you truly think about religion, right, it's all man-made. It's all man, how you said, it's all man created. Human beings created religion. And to think that religious people themselves don't look back on history to understand the history of religion tells you, straight up, it tells you that's a cult. They don't even think to even critically think about the origins of where religion comes from. It's like they don't give a shit. You see, the one thing you got to understand about religious people is that they have to live their life on this really narrow, thin line that keeps the focus on what they're reading in this book that supposedly, is telling them the truth about, how you're supposed to be as far as morals and how you're supposed to be as far as like your heart and where your mind's supposed to be. But if you really truly think about it, the hypocrisy of it all is that on the one hand, you got to deal with the fact that you got to live your life. You got to make money. You got to fuck other people over just to make money in life. You have to be, like I said, excuse me, this thorn in people's side just to make it in the rankings of your job. Because I remember working in my job, you couldn't give a fuck about that motherfucker over there and that motherfucker over there. You could not think about none of them people. You had to think about you, straight up and down. And you could be religious or not. If you're trying to gain a position at work, you're going to step on him and you're going to step on her, or you're going to step on them. And the reason why is because you're not going to make any money that way. God doesn't give a fuck about you making money on your job at all. God doesn't give a fuck about any of that. Only thing God gives a fuck about, and this is just being honest and real, is his name being on the very money that you have to earn. Am I right or wrong? Because those gods, I'm going to say with an S, that made money, wouldn't have put their name on that money if they didn't think that you was going to bust your ass, you was going to slave for it, you was going to kill for it, you was going to die trying your best to get it. I mean, think about what the fuck, critically think about what I'm telling you, critically. Because there ain't nothing you can do in life without money. That's your lifeline.